Congratulations for making it to civil services interview.
Thank you, sir.
Would you introduce us about yourself and your education background?
So my name is Nisha. I am from Delhi. I have done my graduation from Daulat Ram College, and then I have done my masters from IGNOU, and I have also qualified for NET JRF. And this is my fourth attempt, and first means first interview.
Who is standing with you right beside you?
So he is my father.
So he must be your inspiration.
Yes, sir. Almost he has been a pillar of my motivation, my strength. Always supported me.
It seems so, like a proud father with a
Yeah.
proud daughter at this moment.
Yes, sir.
What's your optional subject?
Sir, my option was PSIR,
PSIR, Political Science and International
Political
Relations.
Science.
Did the board ask any questions about international relations and foreign policy?
So my questions are all for all the IR questions like North Korea, South Korea, Venezuela, Middle East, and one situational based. Situational based question.
Situational based. What was that situational based question?
So they asked me like you are a administrative of a district and where a godman has come to organize an event. So how would you investigate he is a con man or a god man? So yeah, that was the situation.
Okay. What inspired you to come to civil service?
My father has been the inspiration. So he has always asked me to dream big in life. So I have pursued civil services.
Okay.
Yes, as a career.
What sort of questions were being asked by the board?
They have asked like why North Korea has not been so progressive while South Korea has been, and why Venezuela has not been able to utilize its crude oil production, and one is situational based, and other my personal the DAV based question about spirituality, Buddhism. These were the
What's your
questions.
hobby? You must have mentioned something about
Yeah.
spirituality.
So I have mentioned listening to the podcast on spirituality and life experiences.
So whom do you listen occasionally or generally?
So I used to listen about spiritual leader Osho, Sadhguru, Gaur Gopal Das. So I have mentioned that.
Osho seems to be also very politically conscious person.
Yes, sir. But still, these are some genuine habits. So I had mentioned that.
Do you think that the hobbies do really help as an aspirant in the civil services preparation?
So I believe that hobbies are important to de-stress yourself, to find clear mentality, to survive during the preparation. So hobby are must for individuals.
Given the competitive nature of this exam, how do you stay physically and emotionally fit?
So firstly, I live with my family, so I can de-stress myself by talking to them. And I go for morning walk. I do exercises regularly because we need stamina to sit all the hours on the day, and we also get some stress. So the exercises can be stress boosters.
What's your take on mental health and UPSC preparation?
Definitely, it's been fourth attempt, so I have also came across mental stress. So I believe that one should always take care of his health. Preparation is important, but your body and your mind need relax. Your mind need rest, and many a times we undermine our health. So that should not be the case.
What is the role of the family, the parents in the whole UPSC preparation?
I believe a person cannot survive through the preparation if he is not getting any support from the family. So family should be pillar for the support, for financial, for mental, for emotional strength.
What was the mode of preparation? What was your mode of preparation for this examination? Did you go for coaching, self-study, mentorship?
So I have done self-study, and I have taken help of Telegram channel, YouTube channel, and there are people who also genuinely help candidates.
What was your approach for mains?
So for the means, I have joined a channel on Telegram also. They provide the question booklets and PYQ. The more focus should be on the PYQ, so I have practiced that only.
Okay. Do you think that since this exam is a little exhaustive, it's a little longer, it takes too much time sometimes, do you think that the aspirant should have plan B in this examination?
Definitely, sir. A person should have plan B because of the uncertainty that UPSC has. So I believe you should keep a plan B in your mind, and if you feel like you are taking so many attempts, it will take many attempts, so you should switch to plan B if you are not able to cope up with the stress and you believe that it will take time. So I believe that it's nothing wrong in taking plan B.
Since you are from political science background, you did your undergrad in political science, then you also did your masters in political science. You also have a UGC NET, which is a huge distinction. But since it's a non-technical field, given the uncertainty, how do you cope up with this thing? कि यार ये तो technical field नहीं है, आगे जाके what to do the next?
So because in my mind I have clear that I have to do civil services, but meanwhile I have also gone for the master because it will provide me knowledge, however, in political science. And I believe the books I have opted for IGNOU, and their books are more valuable in the PSIR option. I have studied them to clear the optional. My optional was good due to the masters.
I've also done my master's in School of International Studies, Jawaharlal Nehru University.
Okay, sir.
Also assisted with Niti Aayog as an intern for some time.
Okay.
It's wonderful having this conversation with you. Would you give me some insight about what are some of the key challenges that the aspirant face during this whole preparation?
So firstly, for the people who are socially not privileged, economically not good, so I would suggest them to don't go for the coaching, because I feel that they are wasteful, because they take money but they are not giving that output that one needs. So I believe that firstly you should go with the NCRTs, and you should have some timetable, which is, I believe, should be 8 or more than 8. That is sufficient. And consistency is the key. And one should be consistent and have faith in himself or herself. And that is the key.
How was the ambience inside interview board? And did they make you feel comfortable, or was it a little intimidating?
They were cordial, as I believe that mocks are not the mocks that we give in the coaching are not so cordial. They are based on the knowledge, but the question they asked in real interview are just situational based, or they want to know about your thinking process, their thought about it. So they are not knowledge based question as such.